Imagine taking off your sock and the entire sole of your foot peels off with it. This actually happened to Douglas Mawson. He is the loneliest man in history. His team is dead, he is starving, and he is poisoning himself by eating his own dogs. He is 100 miles from safety. He has no skin on his feet, so he grabs a roll of tape, binds his flesh back together, and stands up. Most men would die. Mawson crawled. This is the story of the man who refused to freeze. Watch the full video to see how he survived the impossible. It is January 1913, the bottom of the world. One man is stumbling across the ice. He has walked 300 miles. He is starving. He is hallucinating. His hair is falling out in clumps. His skin is peeling off his body in giant sheets due to a mysterious poisoning. He is the last survivor of his team. To live, he has to do something that medical science says is impossible. He has to walk another 100 miles, literally holding his own body together with tape. This is Douglas Mawson. He wasn't a soldier, he wasn't a warrior, he was a scientist, a geologist from Australia with a thirst for the unknown. In 1911, while the rest of the world was focused on the race to the South Pole between Amundsen and Scott, Mawson wanted something else. He wanted science. He wanted to map the uncharted coast of Antarctica. The home of the blizzard, he took 2 men with him for a Far Eastern survey, Belgrave Ninnis, a young, wealthy British lieutenant, and Xavier Mertz, a Swiss ski champion, an elite athlete. They had the best gear, the strongest dogs. They were young, invincible, and ready to conquer the ice. But Antarctica doesn't care about your confidence. Antarctica creates traps. December 14th, 1912. The 3 men are 300 miles from base. It's a sunny day. Mawson is on the first sled. Mertz is behind him. Ninnis is in the rear with the heavy sled. Mawson skis over a patch of snow. It feels solid. Mertz skis over it. It holds. Then, silence. Mawson looks back. Ninnis is gone. Just gone. They run back to a hole in the ice, a crevasse. It's 11 feet wide and goes down into infinite darkness. They peer into the black. 150 feet down, they see one injured dog whining on a ledge. Ninnis? The sled? Silent. And then the realization hits them like a physical blow. Ninnis was carrying the tent. He was carrying the spare clothes, and most importantly, he was carrying all the food. Mawson and Mertz are alone, 310 miles from safety. They have a week's worth of food for a journey that will take a month. They have no choice, they turn back. And this is where the story turns from a tragedy into a horror movie. They begin to eat the surviving dogs to stay alive, but they don't know that husky liver contains toxic levels of vitamin A. It's poisoning them from the inside out. Mertz, the Swiss champion, breaks first. He becomes delirious. He rages. He cries. Then he falls into a coma. On January 8th, Mertz dies. Douglas Mawson is now the loneliest man on Earth. 100 miles left, and his body begins to disintegrate. The vitamin A poisoning causes his skin to split. His hair falls out. One morning, he sits down to change his socks. He pulls, and the entire sole of his foot comes off with the sock. Most men would lay down and die right there. The pain of walking on raw flesh is unimaginable. But Mawson? He takes the skin, tapes it back onto his foot like a bandage, puts his boot on, and stands up. He keeps walking. January 17th. He is a walking corpse. Suddenly, the ground gives way beneath him. He falls. The rope around his waist snaps tight. He is dangling over the abyss. The sled is caught on the lip of the ice, holding him. He tries to climb up the rope. His fingers are frostbitten. He pulls. He slips. He falls back down. He tries again. He slips again. He hangs there. And for the first time, Douglas Mawson considers giving up. He has a knife on his belt. It would be so easy. Just one cut of the rope. No more pain. No more cold. Just sleep. Why didn't he do it? Later, he wrote that he thought of his fiancée, Paquita, waiting in Australia. He thought of the unfinished work, but mostly, he refused to let the ice win. With his last ounce of strength, he pulls himself out. He lies on the edge of the pit, unconscious for an hour. Then he stands up again. Weeks later, a ghostly figure stumbles toward the base camp. When the men at the hut saw him, they didn't recognize him. He looked like a monster. One of them asked, "Which one are you?" He whispered, "Mawson." He had missed the ship home by just a few hours. He had to stay another winter in Antarctica to recover. But he was alive. Douglas Mawson went on to live a long life. He became a legend, not because he conquered the pole, but because he conquered himself. You are probably not stuck in Antarctica. You aren't starving, but maybe you feel like you're in a crevasse. Maybe you feel like the rope is cutting into you and you want to cut it. Remember Mawson. When the soles of his feet fell off, he taped them back on. When he fell into the pit, he climbed out. It is amazing what you can survive if you refuse to stop walking. If you want more stories of the impossible, subscribe to Untold Story. We are just getting started.